But Aster, what's it going to be? So they just picked their position 5 now. Hmm. What do they do? Do they like try and pick AA? Is that kind of an answer to this Huskar Oracle combo? It doesn't really feel like it. They have okay ways to utilize the Ancient Apparition, but it's just not a very popular hero at the moment.
Dire team back.
And that would be super reactionary. Okay, just gonna go for the troll, so that's gonna be your Sylar hero. Hopefully not looking at a Battle Fury build this game. I suppose Troll Warlord, the Whirling Axes, is a little bit helpful against the Chaos Knight, and he can kind of fight early, but what is it? Are they last picking a support? Are Tiny and Sven the supports? What is going on here for the laning stage? Are they gonna put the Troll Warlord mid? Like, I don't know, can Tiny lane mid against Huskar? I have no idea if he can actually tolerate that matchup. So, or if Huskar is even going mid. Royals still have the last overall pick. To me, this draft just looks so good for RNG. And Aster just seemed to be scrambling to deal with RNG's heroes. First, they scrambled to deal with the Chaos Knight pick, so they grabbed the super early Timbersaw. Now they're scrambling to deal with the Huskar pick, and their lineup just, to me, doesn't really look cohesive. They've picked 3.5 melee heroes as well. Like, what? Well, if there was ever a game to Oracle Huskar somebody, it's when you're one game away from qualifying somewhere. Whatever that qualification may be. If you just need to win a game, pulling out something a little bit cheesy, I don't think you can be begrudged for it, but be begrudged for it. Grimstroke is the man. See, like, our RNG don't even know. They're like, are Aster really using this last pick on their position 5, or are they going to run double melee supports? Like, there's no way that they run double melee supports, right? But maybe. They have decent damage. Pretty good.
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like Sven is going to be a support, but I think
5
Tiny's a core. I think
seconds
Tiny's just Mushi's hero. But then they're sending the Timbersaw to one of the side lanes, and like, how does Tiny cope against this mid? And
Radiant team pick.
all right, Queen of Pain is the ban, so they're still thinking that something else is going mid for RNG, and then just like the Huskar Oracle dual lane. Chaos Knight Chaos Knight Keeper of the Light also sounds like a pretty scary dual lane. CK with a bunch of extra mana to spend, just throwing stuns and dragging you back into Illuminates. That also sounds pretty terrifying. So, alright, Aster just go for Sniper after banning out Queen of Pain. How will RNG respond to this on mid? So they've got a wall of these melee heroes to kind of protect the Sniper. If this was the old Troll Warlord, I feel like this Sniper pick would look okay. But Huskar and CK don't really have any issues getting on top of a Sniper.
10 seconds
And I think
remaining.
normally when you want to pick the Sniper, it's because he's just completely
5
safe. Like, there's
seconds
nobody who
remaining.
can get past your front line and get on top of him, and not so for this game. So RNG, what do you go for here? Lena looks okay. I'm just trying to think about matchups against Sniper. Quap is alright, but it can be a little bit tough, and Queen of Pain has to play the lane in the right way. Especially because there isn't going to be any outside interference on this lane, really. There's just going to be sort of the straight 1v1. What else? Man, RNG could even just Tinker here. I think that's okay against Sniper.
Admiral
Oh, never mind. Okay,
Select
just
your
Kunkka.
heroes.
Alright. So now are Aster tempted to try and put the Timber versus the Kunkka? Setsu's playing it. There could be some weird stuff happening with these lanes. Sylar knows that he's playing Troll Warlord for sure. XXS on the Timber, Mushi Sniper, so it is double melee supports for Aster in Baboka and Fenrir, Tiny and Sven. Nah, I think Aster are getting run over here, but we'll see. Maybe there's some like sniper high ground defense stuff that happens, but RNG have good catch, they've got good damage. They've got okay lockdown. I mean, I guess we got to say that Aster have alright lockdown as well. But their lineup is just weird. Very unconventional draft. Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. Okay, so what weird stuff can they do? Like, the Tiny can just camp mid a whole bunch, and maybe they can keep throwing the Kunkka under the tower, and Mushi can get really big, and then the Sniper takes over this game. Troll, I think, has to play a little bit more of a utility style, which... this is a complete departure from what we've seen from Aster in the last couple of games as well. That's what you have to remember. They've put Mushi into the roster here, and the way that they've been playing it for the last few games is that Mushi has been the space creator on Puck or Tiny, and Sylar has just been playing a hard farmer, and XXS is on kind of a secondary farmer, right? This is a complete departure from that. In this situation, Mushi is the person who has to step up and carry the game, and I think it's Troll Warlord who needs to build, like, Vlad's or even a super early BKB. Ooh, they're trying to find Afu here, planting a ward. Can they actually keep him locked down? There's a slow, nice root from the Oracle, helping to keep Afu alive, and this Keeper of the Light has boots, so he is a speedy dude, and he'll be fine. Didn't even put down his Observer ward, so he'll have the opportunity to go and put that elsewhere. But, oh, already not a great start for Aster. I mean, that's not the end of the world that they missed that kill, but still.
30 seconds to battle.
So Huskar is going mid versus the Sniper. They're sending... oh, wait, or is he? Who's going where? No, Huskar has side lane items. Never mind. Yeah, these tangos and stuff. That's side lane stuff. Setsu's going mid. Kunkka doesn't really care if he loses this lane. I think he just wants to get the... levels, though it does seem like RNG are making some kind of an adjustment here. It's going to be 2-2 split on the bounties, nothing too shocking, but Aster actually swapping it up even further. They're going to be putting XXS mid, and Mushi's going to a side lane. So, I think they wanted the Timber versus the Kunkka, and now they're getting Timber versus the Huskar? What is going to happen here? I think they've scouted that the Kunkka is in this lane, so... yeah, Mushi is now going back to mid, and XXS is coming back to the side lane. But Mushi TP's first, and so Setsu just TP's to follow him. Alright, well, we can at least get some heavy denies here. What's Huskar doing? Huskar's floating around mid lane. Now Timbersaw and the Sniper are both mid? Alright, and now Timbersaw's taking over. So now RNG are going to do the same thing. They're going to tag in the Huskar, and Kunkka's going to go... what is this game? What am I even watching right now? What is this? Mushi and Setsu are just dancing in the river. Mushi's coming back now. Oh, and now Setsu's coming back. What? What is this game of musical chairs? I don't understand. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, Timber's still just lurking in the river. It's just a 2v2 mid. If I didn't know better, I would be convinced that this was just some pub game and all four of these players wanted mid lane, but never mind. They're just dual laning it now. What is happening? Oracle is soloing top. It's Oracle. It's just two supports in the off lane. What on earth? I can't even comprehend, guys. I can't even comprehend. This is the final state of this lane. Or is it? Wait. Timber's leaving. Monet's isolating him in the river. He's only level 1 on the Timber Saw. Who's going on who? Monet, who's got the move speed advantage? They've got the exact same move speed. Oh, Fenrir's coming over. All right, another whirling death. One more punch. That's the first blood. Okay. More action at bottom. Fly by. A little bit of trouble. A couple more auto attacks. Sylar with the whirling axes. Finishes him off. All right, Avatar's combination from Baboka, and that is Aster getting 2 early kills, making a 3rd kill. Mushi dives at mid and kills off Setsu with his 2 points in the shrapnel. The most farmed hero in the game is Oracle. Huh? Oh, wait, what's this clarity doing here? Hello? Oh, okay. It's gonna come out on the courier, I suppose? Who does it belong to? Oh, they belong to Afu. Okay. Well, away you go. I guess they were deciding if they wanted to bring the Huskar to bottom. Now, this whole early game is just demented at this point. Sylar already has some boots. Oracle's still the most farmed hero. XXS still only level 2 on this Timber. I mean, they've got to be happy that Mushi is doing okay, but he's not even that farmed, and now they're doing it again. All right, Mushi's leaving the lane. The game of musical lanes continues. Can I get some Benny Hill music, please? Like, what is the go here? Oh, Baboka's got a haste. All right, Avalanche, toss him back. XXS running to the tower, and Setsu is down. Aster getting the better of these kills in the early game, and at the same time, they're going in on top. Monet's in trouble. RNG just don't seem to know what to do with this crazy early game. And Aster are taking full advantage. They're finding all of these kills. Oh, and Flyby, they know that he doesn't have help, so they're just running at him. The double melee supports are working, though. It turns out the Timber Saw is actually the secondary support. There's the slow. And Woka's got the toss, and looking like Flyby might just be dead here. Gets a little heal off of the Chaos Strike, but I think they can finish him off. They got a toss in 2 seconds. They just need to keep vision. It is nighttime now, though. Bounty Rune's coming up. Mad will grab the first one. Flyby's trying to dig this, digging around in his backpack, furiously trying to find this healing salve. And now he's rotating mid. Is he gonna gank mid? Oracle's here too. Oracle coming in with another observer ward. Wait, are they gonna gank this Timber? I mean, he's only level 3. All right. Sorry. X. Follow-up stun. Oracle nukes. Need a few more nukes. Can they finish him? And Mad gets the kill. Very farmed on the Oracle. Kunkka, despite a couple of deaths setting him back, is still tied for the lead farmer. Just picking up double bracers so far. Afu running his way out of here. Looks like he is going to be okay. Those boots once again saving his life.
No gold for you.
Oracle dead up top, I think. Yep, headshot proc, and Mushi with one more shrapnel finishes him. What's Sylar building right now? Just some Wraith Bands. At least his build is seemingly sane. Alright, fly by 1 stun, straight into the Chakra Magic, get another stun ready to go. We haven't even, I feel like we haven't seen the full potential of like any of these lanes this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, Avalanche onto both. Toss back on Flyby. A little bit of trouble. They do have the turnaround potentially, but Baboka and Sylar are pretty healthy. Mid lane, a little bit more harassment onto XXS. Well, I say harassment, but they've actually got the boat coming through, and XXS, can he get the Timber Chain away? He will not be able to. The roaming Huskar comes in to help collect that kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, toss back onto the tower. Alright. Mad trying to save himself. Stun. Blinding light pushing everybody back. Some nice teamwork. Mushi has already taken the top tier 1 tower. Did not grab the last hit on that. Is he the most farmed hero on the map? Yes, he is. 3k. But this is a very even net worth split. Everybody's gotten a little bit of farm that they're probably not supposed to have.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There you go. What's Huskar doing? Just trying to jungle his way towards his armlet. Is Mushi crazy enough to go Midas? 25% cooldown reduction, baby. Show me that Midas, Mushi. Flyby. Alright, gank on Fenrir. He's pretty tanky. Setsu does have the boat available, but Sniper reveals that he is here, and whoop, Mad in big trouble. Didn't quite manage to get the Fate's Edict out onto himself. Does do so now, but Mushi finishes him with one last auto attack. And looks like Mushi just going to be going for a pretty heavy stats build.
Double damage.
Oh, going on XXS again. Torrent boat combination, lots of stacks, and one more auto attack will do it. Double damage Kunkka, making quick work of it.
Under attack.
And the Afu now dying at bottom. Okay, they finally managed to bring down the Keeper of the Light. Fenrir runs into Flyby. Fenrir's level 6. Flyby is only level 4. Get the Reality Earth back. I don't know if they have enough damage here. And Mushi with the Shrapnel looking to turn this one around. Fenrir just pops the God Strength and starts chopping. This CK pick not looking so crash hot this game. Monet's still just jungling. When you don't know what lane you're supposed to go to anymore, you just go and hit some jungle creeps.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They really need some more levels on this CK. They might even give him the tome this game. He's actually the lowest level on his team. He's the lowest level in the game. And his lane wasn't even the one that went weird. But somehow the CK has been the one to struggle out of all of this. And Flyby, I said Monet was going to be on the CK buying a Midas. It's Flyby trying to buy a catch-up Midas at this point. Sylar, we haven't seen what his build is going to be quite yet. Mushi is going for a Midas on this sniper. Okay, that 25% cooldown reduction talent's coming in. Kunkka looking for some more ganks. They want Sylar. Baboka's not too far behind. The Avalanche might be enough for a little bit of a turnaround, but I don't know if it's going to save him here. They're open for it. There's plenty of nuke damage. Just need to land this combination properly. One more Purifying Flames would do it, but he does have the Battle Trance available. And he actually survives. Good reaction. Mushi TPing down here to try and find something, and that's going to send RNG running for the hills. Alright, XXS finds a little bit of uninterrupted farming time. Monet has his armlet, so despite kind of a poor start, he has sort of stuck the landing. And got decent levels on Oracle. Afu. Alright, Avalanche. Can they get the toss? Baboka's looking for it, but won't quite be able to find it. Is this Assassinate going to be enough damage? No. Not even close. Afu just with a quick heal, why not? Setsu wants the bottle refill. Alright, nice. Tiny's just farming a blink. Mushi is very farmed. And what's Sylar going for? Please don't tell me you're buying Battle Fury, Sylar. He's still thinking about what he's going for. If he was just going to get a Yasha or a Morbid Mask, I think he would have already done it, so... We'll see what he does. Maybe the next couple of minutes will be the determining factor. Setsu's just looking for more boat ganks, but... very difficult to force your way under the tower against the sniper. Flyby popping Phantasm just for some farm. Okay. After the bizarre early game, we are just back at farm stations now. That's the game plan. Alright. Gotcha. Whoop. Baboka in these trees. Mushi, can they actually get him? It's only 2 points in the X marks the spot, and Baboka is pretty much completely hidden in here unless they run right past him. Fenrir's just buying treads. Like, is everybody just going to be half a core this game, especially on Aster? Seems like it might be. Alright, Sylar is just going for the Yasha. So nothing too greedy for him. Sniper doesn't have the level 10 just yet for the cooldown reduction, but the Midas is going to help him get there. And Setsu, not clear if he's going to go Armlet or Shadow Blade first, or... I mean, hell, you can go Radiance on Kunkka. Toss back onto Mushi. Setsu is looking at the X marks the spot, thinking about it, but not going to go for it in the end. He's hoping to set things up with a Torrent, but I don't think the Oracle is making it out of here. Actually, wait. Wait. How is the Oracle full HP? What? He was just sitting in the chalk room and getting hit by the snipers. Okay. Alright. Nope. And he's gonna break this smoke. Maybe this time around he's not gonna be so lucky now. Alright. They do get him eventually. Mushi TPing top to try and deal with Monet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is Setsu just trying to hold off this mid lane push. Alright.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Did manage to successfully aggro the wave, so that's gonna keep this tower alive a little bit longer. Nicely done. XXS, is he gonna go for Holy Locket again this game? He will. Actually, was it XXS playing the Timber last time? I think it was XXS playing the Timber that we saw the Holy Locket on. Baboka with an invis. This is a decent amount of damage. Mona's not that healthy, actually. He can turn his armlet on in between avalanche ticks, I'm pretty sure. They're just going to bring the sniper over to secure this one, though. Baboka, can you get a toss back or anything? No, Monet just keeps his armlet on the entire time. And Baboka thinks better of going for that kill. Is he pinging as if they have vision? Maybe he can just keep this invis all the way through until the bounty rune spawns. Oh, it looks like it's going to be just a little bit short. Yep, he's revealed now. When he wants to man up for this, they do have the Oracle a little bit behind him, finally getting the heal out at the last moment. So Monet's going to go right back to full HP. Sylar trying to chop wood on this mid-tier one. Looks like he is going to grab it quickly.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, they lose the tiny, but they get themselves a little bit of a turnaround. The bounty runes are going to be split right down the middle, it looks like. Yep. Fenrir, yep. Two apiece. Afu once again going for his Force Staff.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And everybody on Aster just farming for the most part. Baboka stealing a little bit out from underneath Mushi's nose, but he's going to be fine with his cooldown reduction Midas. Is CK catching back up? Alright, he's got his Midas, so his game is looking a little bit better finally. Setsu is going Spirit Vessel on this Kunkka. Okay. I guess somebody needs to build it to deal with the Timber Saw, and he's the most... Is he the best candidate? The Vessel is also insanely value when you've got the Oracle on your team, so they're going to have a ton of healing, but... Just a weird item to see the Kunkka buying. Fully embracing his support role. And there you go, that's the full Vessel. Alright, Caudle's going straight Refresher Orb. Mushi's still just chilling. Sylar's buying a BKB. RNG's smoked up, heading down towards the bottom. They know that XXS is down here. Can they actually find him, though? He's going to reveal himself in a second. What's the TP situation for Aster? Not great. No TP on Mushi. Setsu finds him. Alright. This is a lot of lockdown. XXS is fairly tanky. They don't have any vessel charges just yet, but the magical damage is enormous. And RNG put him straight in the grave, grab those first 2 vessel charges, and charge straight on through this tier 1 tower. Flyby showing a little bit at mid. Did pop the Phantasm just for a little bit more building push. Looks like he is going to be AFK farming for most of this game, while the rest of the team goes and plays 4-man. Huskar working on a BKB of his own. Fenrir just has some treads. He's working on an urn. And Boca still diligently farming towards this blink. What's Mushi's next item going to be? So even though he's gone for the Midas and the cooldown reduction talent, not really grabbing any other items to supplement that. We're not going to be seeing any of the Necro Book or any of that stuff. He is just going straight into some right-click items now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Maelstrom into a Shadow Blade. StarLadder taking a slightly more difficult farm, but he does have an Observer Ward here helping him out, so we'll know about anyone trying to approach. CK gonna go Armlet into Blink, probably into a Heart or a BKB after that. They know that the Timber is down here, but XXS is not gonna give them the satisfaction of coming forward and doing anything. He just wants to keep this wave pushed out safely. But Setsu wants to hide in here? They need more people to get this kill. There's no way they can just kill Timber between the 2 of them. Oracle still, despite his carry start, Oracle is now dumpstered. He probably had more gold than this, like, at some stage, but he's just been dumping it all into wards. Poor old Mad. It does need to be careful not to get jumped by the Tiny in these fights. If they can pop the Oracle, then it's not actually going to be too difficult to bring down the Huskar. The Huskar-Oracle combination is a combination for a reason. It's not going to be enough just to have the Huskar in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But similar to the last game, both teams kind of biding their time. Net worth about 2k in Aster's favor, about 2.5k experience. Win probability likes them a little bit more, but you know, we're not going to put too much stock in that. These next few minutes will decide a whole lot more than just that win probability graph. Some dewarding happening around the Roshan pit. Both teams reasonably well equipped to take the Roshan. Monet has his BKB. Still not among the top of the pops for the net worth, but not too far away. And Mushi just happily continuing to defend his mid-tier 1 tower. Still not going to be easy for RNG to... If RNG want to push, they actually have to take fights this game. They got to dive past the tower, kill the sniper and everybody else, and then they can go back and do it. They're not going to siege against this sniper lineup. Ooh. Aster go for a smoke, trying to make some use of this tiny blink dagger, perhaps. What do they have by way of vision? They just saw the Oracle over there. They spot the Huskar, and they go on him. He gets the BKB off immediately. Monet with a fantastic reaction. Now the Will-O-Wisp comes in, controlling a few of them. Tyler will be able to pop the BKB to try and escape. Mushi on the run. Monet still chasing forward. Setsu's actually got himself a haste, so they're looking towards Fenrir. Just gonna lock him down with the boat, keep him in there. Phantasm gets popped off. Flyby finds that kill quickly. Monet still feeling confident because they have the false promise, and this blink plus haste Kutka is just going everywhere. Looking for Mushi, drags him back into the torrent. Flyby's on top of him, and like I said, RNG, they had to dive past the tower, and they do just that. 4 for nothing. Such a fast reaction from Monet to get that BKB off, and RNG. Looks like they even just want to go over to the Roshan pit at this point.
Middle tower has fallen.
Do they have enough to do this? Got pretty good sustain. Wait, is there still some minus armor in this guy's kit somewhere or not? I feel like this keeps getting changed. Is there any debuffs on him? No. Okay, but still. Quick Roche. Flyby TP and back out. I don't even know. Does he actually want to come back? He's got the bottle in the fountain. He's gonna get the majority of his HP back. Pretty nice. Huskar Aegis, so very, very difficult to kill at this stage. Mushi, maybe if he'd had the Shadow Blade, he would have had a little bit better luck in that last fight. But like I was saying in the draft, this is not a free sniper game. There are ways to get past and get on top of him, and that's exactly the way that Setsu is itemizing. I love this. The Blink Dagger, realizing that his team is lacking a little bit for setup, and just plugs that hole completely by grabbing a Blink Dagger, so he can just jump past and keep on looking for Mushi. Once he sees the Shadow Blade up, he'll have to bring some detection along for the ride, but they have so much catch with this X marks the spot. And now Huskar has a blink. Oh, Mushi, your days are numbered, friend. Sylar's gonna have to do some work as well. XXS just picking up a Yule Scepter. Nice item, but Timber's still kind of recovering from that mediocre start. And Punk actually going for the torrent damage. Interesting. Not opting for the HP regen. Okay. Setsu. Nice the spot. He uses the boat. Nobody else really getting the buff, but the Yule Scepter from XXS. Alright, makes that a little bit of a waste. Mushi's still trying to find a good position. The rest of Royal were flanking around on the high ground, waiting to see if that initiation was actually going to connect, but instead they just start sieging. They've still got another 3 and a bit minutes with this Aegis, so all the time in the world to take full advantage. Get all of this gold going their way. Ooh, Setsu looking to set up on the Tiny. They've also got Flyby running over. The toss back is not going to help him. Actually, oh, Baboka with the blink! The timing was just not quite right for Setsu, and that toss did actually save his life. Oh my god. Alright, Baboka. And with that, RNG, oh, they come up empty-handed, but they steal a little bit more farm off the Radiant side of the map. They get some of these deeper wards down, looking to just punish any kind of rotation. X success. Another blink forward. All 3 cores have blinks. There's nowhere to run. XXS gonna try with the Yule Scepter to keep himself alive, but there's a torrent waiting for him when he comes back down. And nobody on his team is willing to get anywhere near that fight. Mushi's just hitting creeps over at mid. Baboka, can he look for a toss into the base, perhaps? Just thinking about it. They see Flyby. They see him this entire time, but don't know if they can really do that much about the CK. Sylar is pushing bottom. I don't know. Aster just seemed a little bit lost without an actual playmaker. Baboka's trying to fill the gap on this Tiny, but other than that, their other 3 heroes are pretty greedy. Oop, Sylar. Is the BKB gonna get forced out here? It looks like it just might. Do they have any follow-up, though? Alright, Spirit Vessel, decent damage. CK coming around the corner. Now the BKB comes out. Can they just try and beat him to death? No, unfortunately, not quite enough damage. Over at top, the fight's actually begun. Monet still has his Aegis. He's focusing on Defender first. Pops his BKB and now just gonna run for it. XXS whiffs on that Timber Chain, so no pursuit there, and just ends up being a free support kill for RNG. And a BKB charge forced out of this Troll Warlord. That was his 9-second BKB. Not really doing anything. Sylar now trying to double back into a Battle Fury. XXS. Ooh, trapped on the cliff. He's got a Yule's, but just taking auto attack after auto attack from Monet. Yule's keeping him alive a little bit longer. Mushi needs to be careful about his positioning. If they can just get past this Timber Saw, should be easy to kill him off. And they don't even really care. Monet's still surviving. Oh, Sylar caught. This time around, the BKB is on cooldown. They've got the Torrent follow-up. And all of RNG just going to surround him and bring him down. It is looking like RNG are... wait. What is going on here? Oh, he's battle tranced, right? Didn't think he got it off. It's looking like RNG are going to the minor, guys. I don't know about you, but... Aster just... I don't know what they do at this point. They're only 4k behind, but seemingly cannot win any fights. The Sniper... I mean, Sniper's going to get a little bit stronger once they're defending their high ground, but... Mushi's just trying for a BKB. Alright, Flyby pops the Phantasm. They're already hitting the base, and 20 seconds to go on the Troll Warlord. No glyph. RNG will be repelled somewhat, but Monet's still feeling safe since Mad is there with the False Promise at a moment's notice. And Afu has the Will-O-Wisp back up soon. He's actually already got 3k gold towards his refresher orb, so once he has that, the fight becomes very difficult for Aster. I mean, they are going to have 2 BKBs soon, but everybody else is just going to struggle. What kind of vision does Aster actually have to play with? Nothing. Vision game from Royal has been so good in all of their games. Just consistently having the vision that they need to get these crucial pickoffs. Or in some cases, just making really bold plays and getting the kills that they needed to win the game. Oh, okay, quick pause. Sure. It's just a game of high ground defense for Aster, I think. They gotta take it late. They need a 6-slotted sniper. They need a 6-slotted troll warlord. They gotta wait out this peak for the RNG heroes, who do fall off a little bit late game. Like, Huskar is not necessarily a late game monster. The Burning Spear's pure damage does sort of bring him back to relevance a little bit once he gets 25, but Kunkka's also gonna fall off, and CK probably not. CK is still gonna be a pretty monstrous late game hero, but if they can get there, Aster might have a fighting chance, but the question is going to be, can they actually get there? I don't even know if this BKB helps the sniper that much. Like, can he actually stand and man fight against anyone? It's gonna let him run, but I don't know if it's going to let him fight. Troll's almost got... Wait, how did Troll not have a Quelling Blade? Tyler, where's your Quelling Blade? Anyway. Troll's almost got his Battle Fury. It's good news. Needs like one more last hit to grab it. But Roshan potential respawn in a minute and a half. XXS is just taking some dangerous farm. Looking to just gear up that split push a little bit more as he goes for a Blink Dagger. It looks like he's just going to be making space. Wait, why is Afu asking G? Oh, okay, he's already reconnecting. Noise. Noise, noise, noise. Renee, just looking for a Heaven's Helper. Kunkka has a Shiva's. What is this? What is this Setsu build? Okay, well, super annoying for... It's even more vision as well. It feels like Setsu is just turning himself into a sniper hunting machine. Like, they've got the Shivas to scout, he's got the X to lock him down. The attack speed slow, of course, going to be super useful against the troll and the sniper. But what a bizarre build. If you showed me this inventory, I would not guess Kunkka. I don't even know who I would guess. What hero does this? Like, it kind of looks like a... No, I mean, it kind of looks like a Quaswex Invoker, maybe, but then the bracers are completely wrong. Maybe it's like a Tiny or something, but... Ooh. Ooh, Mushi was just about to reveal himself. Setsu. Torrent damage clearing these waves pretty quickly. Oh, I don't think he actually wants to come back here. But they haven't found him yet.
Back so
okay.
Soon.
Are they gonna run into him here? He hasn't used the blink just yet. He breaks the smoke. He's on the run. He's pretty tanky with the Shivas. The boat coming through as well. They're gonna take a pretty big commitment to kill him. They do pop the battle trance and the BKB on Sylar, not wasting any time. And they're just taking out the Kunkka. Did they pop anything else that was big? No, not really. Not too bad. BKB now up on Mushi. RNG, just waiting around for a couple more items, it looks like. Maybe waiting around for a secondary Roshan. They do have the blink on the Timbersaw now, so he will be able to split push just that little bit more effectively. And everybody on Aster now setting themselves up a nice little home away from home. This tri-camp area now kind of belongs to them, so they can grab a little bit more farm as they continue to threaten these tier 2s.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Monet's got his Heaven's Halberd though.
And
The Inner Fire and the Heaven's Halberd are actually going to be super annoying for Troll, Warlord, and Sniper. Roshan's back up in a minute and 50 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just peeking straight in here. Does he find anything with the Shivas? He does not. Good blink choice from Baboka. Goes towards the enemy base and does not get scouted. Got a Yule Scepter getting picked up. Alright, so they now have a little bit of punish for any attempted X marks the spot shenanigans, which is going to be nice. Flyby is going to have his heart. Okay, we now have a 4 point whatever K, HBCK. Should just leave the armlet on, surely. Flyby maybe feels like he wants some more buttons to push. Mushi. Alright, I mean, he's being prowled a little bit. RNG running over. What's their vision look like? They see most of it. They could jump forward onto Fenrir. Could look at XXS. They actually see Mushi a little bit further up. They're going to start channeling up the Fortune's End on him. Can they actually find him? They need this dust. They've got it. They jump forward. Monet popping the BKB, just looking to fight. Flyby now into the back lines. Who can he find? Doesn't get anyone just yet. It will be Fenrir first to fall. Sniper only able to run away with this BKB, but it's not for long enough. They've got double Will-O-Wisp. Mushi nowhere to go. Actually getting tossed out, but that's not going to be enough to save him. Setsu now looking for further lockdown. StarLadder does have the battle trance, but no BKB. Turns around with the trance. Monet still just sitting here inside of the false promises. Mushi does buy back into the game. StarLadder ticking out from the burning spears. It's going to be a triple kill for your Huskar. XXS, they're going to turn this around even further. Looking for the boat. Won't find it, but Monet won't be deterred. He jumps up onto the high ground. That's an ultra kill for him. And the sniper just seemingly cannot do enough against RNG. That is 2 big cores dead for 50 seconds. They do have a glyph, but what can this sniper do? He has to play so far back. Otherwise, they're just going to be a blink right on top of him. Flyby's even thinking about it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mushi, if you poke your head forward, it's just getting chopped clean off. We'll come in, clean up the first lane of Brax. XXS has a buyback, but I don't think it's really going to do anything. Just have to wait for StarLadder to respawn, and by that point, this is going to be another tier 3 dead.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Glyph coming in to buy them a little bit more time. They do have the Troll Warlord BKB off cooldown. The BKB for Sniper also up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But RNG, take the tier 3, just going to play it safe. They want to 100% secure that spot in the minor. They're going to go take out these shrines next. Roshan's also respawned. They've got some gold that needs spending. 4.6k on the Huskar.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What is next? What is next for Aster, I suppose? That's the big question.
Radiant's
Turns
top
out just
shrine
sitting and
is
defending
under
their high
attack.
ground is not going to work. There's way too many ways that RNG have to break the base. So they are going to try and take a fight outside, but one lost fight at this point is probably just going to be the GG call. Do they have some vision? They find the Oracle first. That's a good start. They bring him down. That's the Gem of True Sight on the deck. Can they find anything else?
Top shrine
Troll
has
Warlord
fallen.
chasing forward.
Radiant's
Baboka's got a
top
toss
tower is
soon.
under
Blink in
attack.
3 seconds time. Are they thinking about finding a turnaround? The Huskar is so much more vulnerable without his Oracle at his side, but he's just going to jump in on top of Baboka. He's getting auto-attacked down by StarLadder. BKB's getting popped in both directions. They don't have the save for Monet this time around. They're going to try with the boat. Setsu looking for the turnaround combination. The Will-O-Wisp also helping out. It all falls to Flyby now to do the damage. Mushi's on the run. He's already used his BKB. Flyby, who can he find? It's Baboka first. Next onto Fenrir. Flyby in the middle of the Chakram. StarLadder gets stunned up, and they will also lose the Chaos Knight. They need that Oracle. He's the linchpin of the lineup. Mushi just able to stand here and keep on auto-attacking. Setsu wants to finish him, but it's not going to be enough damage, and it's looking like Aster should get the team wipe, and now they should get the Roshan. Royal do have 4 buybacks available, but Aster can make pretty quick work of this. Oh, this is such a tough call for Royal. Do you buy back to try and contest the Roshan, or do you just let them have it and lick your wounds, come back another time?
Dire are scanning.
So this is going to be, what, probably Aegis for the Sniper?
Your shrine has fallen to
Cheese for the
Radiant.
Troll Warlord. He's now going for an MKB. Huskar died that fight with so much gold available to him. Like, he had most of the Satanic. What, like 90% of the Satanic done, but I guess wanted to save buyback. Goes to show how important this Oracle is to their game plan. They really got to keep Matt alive. His positioning's got to be good, and They did also lose the gem there, did they? Question mark? Wait, did nobody pick up the... Where'd the gem go? How is the gem still on the Chaos Knight? Did they just walk right past it after he died, and then they picked it up with the courier? Is that what happened? If so, that's pretty embarrassing for Aster. That gem should be a huge amount of map control for them if they had secured it, but instead, just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Kunkka playing some, just making some safe plays, pushing out top. Aster ganking, well, not ganking to their vision, but setting up some vision to gank around. Fenrir's picked himself up a Vlad, so starting to get some more aura items going. RNG just trying to bypass. Where are they going? Okay, they smoke up. 5-man heading towards their own side of the map, but they don't have the vision. Troll Warlord illusions are going to go to work here, but it's just Baboka hanging around in the neighborhood. RNG are going to swing wide and just try and find something. They do spot Baboka, but he gets the blink away, looking for the TP out in the trees. Once again, he succeeds. Baboka doesn't TP in deep, just keeps it nice and close to the lane, and as a result, RNG are not able to find him. StarLadder has an MKB. What's the sniper got? Full Mjolnir. Tiny is going to pick up a gem. Alright, so Aster equalizing that a little bit. Flyby is just going for BKB. Setsu almost has his Heaven's Halberd. The Huskar has his Satanic and is now going for Ag, so that mobility is going to be pretty crazy once he picks it up. Just got to keep their Oracle alive. If they could give the Oracle a blink, that would be fantastic, but I don't think it's going to be quite so easy. Fenrir running up here. He's going to be the first one jumped. Monet also pushing back Baboka. This is a dangerous high ground to be fighting on. It looks like the two supports should be cleared up pretty easily before the fight even really gets started. Baboka actually still playing Houdini and does manage to escape with the gem intact. Alright, very nice by him.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
Royals
attack.
still going to find themselves a secondary objective as they come in here and clean up the shrine. Their game plan did get interrupted somewhat by that Oracle pickoff and then the extremely ill-fated top fight, but still somewhat in control of this game. Man, before that, those pickoffs and that fight happened, they were looking at like 80% on the Dota Plus prediction, but we're heading back towards even net worth, pretty much even experience, and with that, drifting a little bit closer to even on the win probability as well. Troll's down to a 5-second BKB. Sniper's still got an 8-second BKB. Who even has BKB? Monet's got a 6-second BKB.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And that tier 2 tower will just get taken out by a single wave of Radiant creeps. RNG really not too interested in that. We've got the plus 400 life break cast range on Monet, so once he gets this Aghanim Scepter, for the duration of that false promise, he is just going to be bouncing around everywhere. Aegis is still up for another 50 seconds. Aster maybe trying to make something happen with that, though. I think if Sniper dies once... Ooh, yeah, good call by Setsu. If he got Yulesed with either of these two Yules, then he would have just been dead. And that would have been a completely terrible way to start this next engagement. I think if Sniper dies once, he probably dies twice, but we'll have to see. Mushi is just the siege engine. RNG sizing this up, but maybe deciding that they don't actually want to go for it. Looks like they still want to wait for the Aegis. It's only 10 seconds now. Mushi needs to be careful about his positioning in the next little bit. RNG could try and go for some kind of sneaky smoke out of the base. Just pop Mushi first. After an extremely clowny start, this has actually turned into a fairly solid game of Dota. Both teams positioning and maneuvering pretty well. These next couple of team fights are going to be very important. The double Will-O-Wisp from the Keeper of the Light. That Venn diagram of death is something that Aster have to be extremely cautious of. Their BKB usage is going to be so important. They got to keep this Oracle alive as well. Mad's positioning is completely crucial, and RNG going for this smoke, but two creep waves really close to their base, so Does make this a little bit more obvious. Aster now smoking. Neither team have good vision in this area. There is a dire shrine to retreat back to. CK finds himself an illusion rune. It's a pretty big buff to his damage. Who they've got first, it's actually the Keeper of the Light, and he won't get out either of his ultimates. If they could just disengage now, that would be great for RNG, but looks like they won't be able to. Kunkka's getting caught, so Kato will just buy back into the game. Monet's going in. He focuses onto Mushi first, jumping into the backlines. The boat coming through. They're keeping the Kunkka alive. Mad does not want to use the false promise onto him, but he might just have to. That's ultimate number 1, ultimate number 2 from the Keeper of the Light. They've got the chain stun going. Monet just laying in with the auto attacks. Mushi dying in the backlines. The Keeper of the Light buyback is winning them this fight, and it's more than enough. That is 4 dead. Great turnaround, great timing on those 2 Will-O-Wisps. And that's exactly what RNG are going to need to come in here and have another crack at the Aster base. There are 3 core buybacks available for Aster and a tier 2 standing in the top side, so this isn't going to be the end of it, but they're going to threaten out these buybacks at the very least. Alright, Sniper buying back first. Sylar also buying back.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Is
under
XXS going to be the one who somehow manages to hold his buyback in this situation? Is that the way that this works? Alright, so we are now 1 troll death or 1 sniper death away from this probably just being good game. Potential Roshan respawn in 1 minute. We still have the shrines up for RNG, providing them with a lot of additional control around this Roshan pit. So it's going to be difficult for Aster to contest. I would imagine that both teams are running relatively low on smokes, given how many they just used in the last couple of minutes. There isn't a single smoke in any of these inventories, and we don't have any smokes on the couriers either, so unless there is one waiting to be purchased, then we might have 0 smokes for this upcoming Roshan. Potential respawn in 25 seconds time. Did we have any other buybacks in that fight? No, it was just the Oracle. Oracle's trying to build a Vlad's? Alright. Leave it on the buyback status for a second. Aster up here on the high ground, but there is actually vision for RNG. Monet just jumps in, looking at Fenrir first. Flyby gets stunned by the avalanche. Monet in a little bit of trouble, needs the Satanic, needs the healing from the Oracle, but he can't get into the fight. He's being held back by the Timbersaw. This is a really bad place for RNG to lose this fight. Setsu's also being isolated. Maybe they can kill Fenrir. We'll get him with the cleave, but Setsu's also going to be brought down. And Huskar bought back into the game. Monet just got 2 split up from his Oracle. Couldn't make it up that choke point. The Timbersaw locked him down with the double chakrams. And the Satanic was not enough healing. There was just way too much damage getting pumped out of this Troll Warlord with the Battle Trance and the MKB. Oh man. And now Roshan's respawning in, oh my god, Roshan's respawning in 15 seconds.
Dire are scanning.
Let's see if Aster scout this. Fenrir buying back. Aster really want this Roshan, or they want the Huskar kill. Any of these core kills is going to be a very big deal at this point. Oh, Mushi was just trying to stick around a little bit longer to see if the Roshan respawned. Is he going to scout it one more time? Mushi knows. He knows. It's up. Alright, that is going to be Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard. Going the way of Aster. They kill the Huskar again. Could very well be their game after that. We're getting to the point where either team could just march down mid and close it out. So, alright, RNG just gonna go back, lick their wounds a little bit. Maybe they'll stall all the way until Huskar has buyback one more time.
That's exact.
But yeah, this is that can't feel good. Those last couple of minutes. CK just gonna be going for an AC. Kunkka working on a BKB. His build is starting to cap out a little bit. I imagine he's just gonna go for the ghost ship fleet. No way RNG are doing anything crazy here, right? They're just taking bounty runes. Yeah, okay.
Bounty.
Just some bounty rune grabs. Okay. It kind of looked like they were gonna go for a smoke, and that just seemed completely suicidal, smoking into this Aegis. Mushi has picked up an Ethereal Blade. Okay. Alright. I guess more save against these physical damage heroes. They do have a lot of burst, magical as well. If you can coordinate that with the tiny, that would be pretty sweet. What's the cooldown on this thing actually with that? 15 seconds. 4-second uptime. Fairly good. RNG, are you really going to take this fight outside of the base? Monet needs to be careful. He's going to be the first one spotted. He's getting tossed back into the enemy team. He pops his BKB and looks to focus onto the sniper, but the battle trance is on top of him. Can they control this Oracle? They can. They've got him used up, and he finally, at the last second as he drops down, gets the false promise out. Monet's going to be okay. XXS has popped his BKB. They're just controlling Oracle non-stop. He buys back now. Monet back into the fight. Will-O-Wisp number 1, Will-O-Wisp number 2. Mushi's trying to deal with them, but he's going to get dragged into those lights by Flyby. He's now dead for 112 seconds. Disarm galore onto Sylar. Nothing that he can do. That clutch ultimate from the Oracle, completely saving the fight, keeping their Huskar alive. Monet ends the fight with a triple kill. Imagine if he had died right at the beginning. He gets none of that 10k damage done, really. And that is the GG called. RNG with that one fight. They just couldn't quite stop the Oracle with that cast range, with his Aether Lens from getting off the false promise. And that is going to win them the game. Afu as well, some fantastic plays on the Keeper of the Light. With the Refresher Orb and Aster, well, they're just going to have to wait until tomorrow. But congratulations to RNG. They are heading to the minor, the StarLadder ImbaTV Dota 2 minor, and keeping their major hopes alive. They were rebuffed in the major qualifiers by Keen Gaming, but they do at least manage to qualify through, and it shows that, you know, they came fourth in the major qualifiers for a reason. Aster, the roster substitution of Mushi, seems to be working, but it's just not enough to completely shift them into new territory. So we'll have to see how they do tomorrow. That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed all of the coverage. I think there is some EU qualifiers happening right now, so that'll either be taking over here, or maybe it's already going on BTS2. I'll be back tomorrow for Room 310 versus Vici, and then the winner of that going up against Aster. So there are 2 spots available for the minor out of China this time around. So still another chance for Aster, for any Aster fans out there. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. The sniper pick looked okay. Lifestealer is looking amazing. Troll Warlord, I'm still not 100% convinced by as a hero. A lot of teams do seem to like picking him though, but still yet to see a build that really blows me away. He's so squishy and so reliant on the BKB, and his ultimate just feels so unreliable. Sometimes it looks amazing and it keeps you alive for a super long time and it gets you like 2 kills, and sometimes they just Yules and chain stun you and it does absolutely nothing, and it looks like total garbage compared to the old Troll Warlord, who would have loved giving this Mushi sniper a bunch of bonus attack speed. But thanks for watching, guys. I encourage you to go and check out some of the other Dota that's happening, and I'll see you tomorrow.